And I started cramp up. And then I see, or I hear steps. I look back. I'm like, ah, great. The 325 pace troopers are coming. And like a bunch of them. So I'm like, all right, well, there goes my 325. So let me talk you guys through the day of the race. So this time we parked at the finish line. Last year we did a start line. I'll tell you, being able to park at the finish line and getting your car after the race, huge. For the extra 20 minutes you need to get there, totally worth it. So yeah, we parked, hung out in the car for a little bit, got ready, jumped on the bus. The bus to the start line is about, I don't know, like 10 minutes. The bus driver got lost a little bit, added 5 minutes, no biggie, because we had so much time. And getting there early allowed us to go to the porta potties, got that in. And so it was great. The starting experience was awesome. So yeah, got my business set done, then did some stretching. Had so much time to get in the corrals. We actually went the opposite direction that we should have. Went through like the starting area. So did that. And then yeah, the race itself, did not get that sub 310. Ended up getting a 325, I think. 324-ish. My PR is 314. So I did not get a PR either, but for how I was feeling, getting over that illness, barely being able to run, to be able to get 325, I'll take it. Even like on this run, I'm 14.5 in, my breathing is not as good as it should be, or as it used to be. So just getting back into it. But I'll be fine. So my goal, I started with the 315 pace group, and my goal is just kind of stay with them for the first few miles. And I had wishful thinking that I'll be able to overtake them and join a 310 group, which I did, but that was very short time that I was able to do that. 350 pace group got me at, I think, mile 7 or something. But I really want to take it nice and slow the first few miles, get my breathing in place. Still, like, my breathing is wacky right now. When I got to like mile 8, it's like so pretty up there. I was able to get a little burst of energy, looking at the scenery, things of that nature, and so that got me going. And so I had a good pace. I think for the next 5-6 miles, I kept it pretty good. I think only till I got to mile 14-ish, I started feeling it again. But I kept powering through. My goal this time on a fueling perspective was to do 2 Morton 160s per hour, maybe a little bit less than an hour. And I think that helped me, although I'll tell you what happens later in the race. So I will say between mile, I don't know, I want to say 16 to about 20, 21, I was feeling okay. I was getting my carbs in. I was doing Gatorade at the aid stations. I may actually bring a water bottle the next time. I think that helps a little bit more because I started to cramp later, and maybe that will help me. Although I did take a lot of salt. I was popping salt pills like crazy. All right, check in on this run. I'm at 15 miles, about a 9-minute pace. Earlier when I wasn't talking, I was doing about, I'm at like 8:20s or something. I'm trying to take it semi-easy. Actually, my thing just went off, so now I'm at 15. But I'm trying to take it nice and easy, and gonna go from there. So I would say the hardest part of this race, I mean, all races, the hardest part is gonna be miles 20 plus, but this one in particular, because, I don't know, it's not much scenery. It gets a little light on the spectators. You're going through some stretches like the Santa Ana River Trail, which is kind of similar to this trail I'm on, but, you know, nothing totally exciting. I think I go through a bunch of neighborhoods and stuff. So that was really hard. Plus, around that time, it started to cramp up. The usual. I try to pick up the pace a little bit. Like, I have a few more miles left to go. Let me try to pick up the pace. I was with the 320 pace group, and I was like, okay, let me at least break 320. That'll be super cool. What I'm feeling. And I started to cramp up. And then I see, or I hear steps. I look back. I'm like, ah, great. The 325 pace group are coming. And like a bunch of them. So I'm like, all right, well, there goes my 325 time frame. So it's like, all right. So unfortunately, I saw some aid station coming up. So I chugged some Gatorade. I've taken a salt tablet, and then I was like, okay, cramping's a little better. I can't, you know, pick up the pace or anything, but at least I won't be like walking the rest of the way. And yeah, getting through the finish line was cool. I saw the 3:25 pace group, like, or the pacers, like right in front of me. So like, okay, I got to 3:25. That's fine. And so now I'm gonna remember. I think I was in 3:24 range because I was like, oh, I beat 3:25. That's pretty cool. So I did a 3:25 or sub 3:25 OC marathon. All right, I'm gonna do better next year. It was super fun, super recommended to people. Definitely, actually I already signed up for next year, the early bird pricing. So I'll see y'all next year at OC Marathon.